Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we'll be talking about fire cider, how to make it, some of its benefits, and something pretty interesting that you can do with it as well. So to start, I'll throw some of the benefits of fire cider up on the screen, and it's a pretty simple process. It's not a true fermentation, so you don't have to worry about it like exploding, and there's not really any danger that comes with doing it, but it's something that's been done for a pretty long time and it's got a lot of benefits, so we'll jump right into it. And this is from the same batch but just a different jar, so we're gonna just put it right into here. And worst case scenario, if we fill this jar, we have another jar too. All right, so to start, I'm gonna take a bucket actually, and I'm gonna put this inside the bucket so we don't spill any. I'm gonna open this bad boy up. Okay, so screen strainer, as you can see, zoom out a little bit. So what this is gonna do is it's gonna catch only the larger particles, and yeah, make sure none of that stuff gets into the actual cider itself. Ooh. Okay, looks like we're already full in there. Okay, we actually just grabbed a fresh jar with the graduations on it, because I believe we have so much that that other jar was too small. Okay. It smells very strong. Okay, so we have some of the contents here. So like you can see, there's a lemon right there. This is dill. There's jalapeños, garlic, turmeric. They look like carrots, right? But that's actually turmeric. Onions, lots of other stuff. And we're just gonna give it, we're not gonna obsess at this stage, even though, if this is as far as you're taking it, then definitely get all the juice out. But we have something else planned. All right. Okay, so real fast, we got a total of, I want to say it's 28 plus 16. That's going to give you 44? 44 ounces of fire cider. That's crazy. But let's move on to the next phase. Okay, so now we have all these leftover bits and pieces of vegetables, roots, spices, all that good stuff. And so you might be wondering, what are you supposed to do with that? Well, I have just a thing for you. So if you're a blender, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna scoop in seasoning, the spices and all the roots and all the herbs and everything. Okay, so we got it all in miraculously, and now we're just gonna blend it up to a pretty fine substance. It's gonna be like a paste. Okay, and now we are going to open it up, and we are going to push some of this stuff down. This bottle had a lot more citrus. You can just smell it opening it. It's great. And so the cool thing about fire cider is, do your research on what you want to put into it. Maybe you have a specific problem, and eating a certain vegetable or root or herb or spice helps it. It's pretty up to you what you throw in there. There are good recipes online, and I'll show you the recipe I used. Okay, so the next step is going to be taking your parchment paper, and you're going to cut that to fit the shape of your dehydrator, you know, however many tiers you have, because we're going to dehydrate this. So let me do that real fast. Okay, so we have 1 of 4 done, but I'm just gonna go one at a time. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your lovely blended mix and you are going to spread it thinly onto the parchment paper. So let's do that real fast. Okay, so this is sort of what you want it to look like. I'd say any closer, more densely compact than this, and your dehydrator is not gonna wanna dehydrate it at all. It's just gonna take forever. So I'd say this is a good kind of benchmark, and now we're gonna fill up the other ones. You can compost any of your scraps if you want. Okay, so now that you finished loading up your parchment paper, you can turn on your, what do you call this? Dehydrator. And I would recommend doing it in like a garage or maybe your basement or somewhere where you're not going to be, because it really creates such a powerful smell, especially considering the contents inside. So I'm going to do this in my basement. And it's probably going to take between 36 to 48 hours. And once you are done, you're going to send it through the blender one more time, and it's going to create something that looks like this. So this is the first batch that I made, and it's a really strong, the turmeric really, if you use turmeric, shines. It's great on rice. You know, you can put it on meat, like steaks or in soups. And it's really great. And I would assume that it carries some of the health benefits that some of its contents also carry. So yeah. So without further ado, we're gonna end the video with that. Let me know if you make your own batch of fire cider and how it turns out. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you want to see in the future. Bye-bye.